People always talk about dead-end jobs, but what are some dead-end lifestyles?
Loving people who don't love you back.
Living to work. I used to fall into a tunnel vision where I hyper-focused on the job and woke up to realize I've been neglecting myself and my relationships. Now, I'm finding the balance of working to live and also making time to enjoy life with my family and friends.
Addiction, to anything, doesn't have to be substance.
Being a martyr at your job.
Conspicuous consumption just to keep up with others. There's always going to be someone with more.
Alcohol, it's expensive, your sleep suffers, your relationship suffers, your work suffers. Then your health suffers. It's a silent killer too. I didn't realize I was an addict until 8 years in.
Hate watching TV shows and movies. You just watch something you know you already will hate, because you're too used to your routine to break out and do something different.
Declining to work out regularly. Stay active. Old age comes at you fast, as does body breakdown.
Endless partying.
Doing nothing after coming back from your job. Laying on bed all day. Sleeping and going back to your job because that's the only thing you love doing. This is me.
Scrolling this thread checking for your own lifestyle.
Enabling codependency seems to be a lifestyle for a lot of people, and it's incredibly destructive.
Putting all your time and effort into becoming a famous internet personality, unless you are one of the very few to make enough money to support yourself for the rest of your life, then you will waste years that could be better spent learning an actual skill. Even if you do get famous and find a way to monetize it, I don't see many people being able to make a long-term career out of it. Your 15 minutes won't last that long.
People who have too many kids they can't take care of.
Having children before you are ready, both financially and emotionally. Construct the foundation before you start building the house. You can't really go back and do that later.
Being a chronic stoner was a very painful realization to come to when I had to face the idea that my addiction to weed was actually making my life worse and not better.
The gambler's lifestyle.
Consuming media being your only hobbies.
Turning into the old guy at the end of the bar. Every dive has won.
Making a gig job your full-time career is extremely short-sighted.
Stay-at-home title. The job eventually gets old and getting a non-home job with that big a gap is hard.
Wearing expensive clothing yet living in the projects.
All lifestyles have a dead end.
Social media doom scrollers. I have friends whose brains have been fried by the internet and social media. They're constantly triggered about something that has zero effect on their lives.
Video games can be a dead-end lifestyle. Getting too wrapped up in playing a game's making you forget to do things for yourself, such as hygiene or your place, or miss important life events.
Acting and living like an adolescent when one is long past actual adolescence.
Work to live.
Drugs that control you.
Drugs.
Porn. Drugs.